Hey people, how you doing? This is JollyGamerJoe and we are back with our Minecraft series. Now in the last episode, I apologise, we didn't do much, I know. Get out of here. But I promise you this episode will start on the bridge. Which if you saw the picture in the last episode, you'll know that that's the sort of bridge I'm trying to get. I'll tell you what actually. I lie again. I'd say we're going to do something and change our minds. But I have a plan on how to make this process a lot faster. To do that, we need some of this. Where is it? I don't know what it's under. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. Let's go and have some fun. Hello, Brian. Ha 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 ha. This is how I get rid of trees that I can't be bothered to get rid of myself. Ow. Goodbye, trees. Isn't that planted you all? I don't have time to sit there messing about. Oh, god damn, I'm on fire. Quick! Save. Okay. Now that should get burning pretty quickly. Then we can start building. We kind of do need the wood, but that's fine. It's more important to get rid of all of this than it is to actually get rid of. See, look at that, it's gone already. How long would that have taken to harvest? You harvest wood? Yeah, you do. Could use this stuff, so take this bit. There we go. I know the logs take longer to go. Oh. If you just notice this up here, what this is where I first found coal. There's a bit of coal in here when I first started. Okay. How high shall we go? Up here? Yeah. Perfect. This is going to be a big bridge. We'll put I think we'll build a bridge and we'll make it extend up onto another skyscraper from that side. So I think we'll have it. We need to distinguish where we're going to have it first before we do anything. Maybe down a level here. Okay. So our bridge is going to leave from here. Right. And now we know that, we can build around it. But I don't want it to be on the first story, the exit to the bridge. It will be a minecart bridge as well, once we get enough iron for it. But what I'm thinking is maybe getting rid of all of this down here and building around it. It's hard to explain. But first of all, let's build out the dimensions. So we're going to go 3 across here, and 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, and then we'll come back a bit more to there maybe. Yep, I think that'll do. Or, no, actually that's not long enough, I don't think. We'll go over a bit more. So, you know, we want to make a big building. We don't want it to be small. But like I did warn you, this will take a while because we need a lot more wood. I think all that wood there I have, like about 6 stacks. If I went in one row from here to the island, them 6 stacks would be gone. So we need a lot of wood. I can't exaggerate how much a lot is. We're on about stacks and stacks of it here. So this is going to be the floor with the minecart in. So we need to go up one. It's not going to be the highest floor, or shall it? Should it be the highest floor? I think it should actually. So basically what we need to do now is just dig down. All this we need to get rid of below. All of it. I'm not too worried about the outside yet. We can sort that out once we're done. Let's start off with, actually let's keep that there like that. We need to just get rid of everything below it. Okay. This will take a while. What story should I say? Let's start story time. I'll tell you a little story while we sit here and dig. It's very therapeutic. Okay. We're going to talk about ghosts. Let's tell some ghost stories. And then you can reply them in the comments on what you think as well. Basically, I'm skeptical about there being ghosts. I don't believe in them because I've never seen them. It's like religion. I don't believe in a religion because there's no facts or evidence behind it being true. So I don't know quite to think about what happened the other night. Well, this is about 3 weeks ago now it happened. We've had odd little things happen before in the night. You know, things go bang, the odd stuff. But yet you still can't explain it. That's the thing that gets to me. You can't explain it. For example, this has happened twice to me in the past. I've been asleep and my door has just swung open and crashed into my wardrobe. I used to have my wardrobe behind my door before I got it decorated. And my door swung open and hit my wardrobe. Now I've had quite long carpet for years, or since I've lived here, and it's always been hard to open my door. You've always got to put quite a bit of effort into pushing it because of the long carpet. I do really need to sand it down, but that's another story. And it swung open on its own. It's done this twice in the past. Now it happened in winter, so no windows are open, so it was no windows blowing, no wind coming in and blowing the door open. My door is shut every single night because, well, I can't stand light when I sleep, so it has to be pitch black. And no one else said they did it in the house. I can't see why anyone in my house would do that because it's just pointless. Getting up in the middle of the night to swing my door open and run away, but you never know. So that's another thing you can't put out the question. Another time was me, my cousin, and my mum were sitting in the living room, and above the living room is my parents' bedroom. Now, my dad does shift work, so he works nights and days. So it changes on a weekly basis. So 1 week he'll be working on a Monday, then 1 week he won't be. So it's different every week. So I never keep track. And basically, what happened was, we were all sitting down there watching a film. It was about midday, I'd say, maybe late afternoon. I can't really remember the exact time. But I was watching this film, and the floorboards started creaking upstairs. I was like, "Oh, Dad's getting up then, is he? He's got work." And my mum goes, "No, he's already at work." So he was like, "Well, who's upstairs then? No one else is in the house. There's 3 of us in the house. We're down in the living room." And it sounded like as if my dad was upstairs in the room. The footsteps on the floorboards sounded as if my dad was up. I've lived in this house 15 years, and I've heard my dad get out of bed multiple times during the day to go to work that night, and it sounded exactly the same. Obviously, me telling you the story, you know, I can't express to you how much, you know, truthful I am being, but I'm being 100% truthful. That's what happened. I don't understand what happened. Me and my cousin went upstairs to investigate, to see if anyone had climbed in through a window or something, but nothing, no one up there. And then this is what happened just 2 weeks ago, which is again very odd. We've lived, like I said, we've lived in our house for 15 years now, and every single night before we all go to bed, we shut the doors. All the doors down, obviously shut the main doors. You've got the front door and the back door. We always lock them. Anyone should do that. But I'm talking about the kitchen doors, the living room doors, our computer room doors, and the bathroom doors. They're always closed when we go to bed. I don't know why. It's just a habit we all have, just to close all the doors before we go to sleep. So my dad was at work all night. My sister was at a sleepover, and my mum was in bed. It was about 2 in the morning. I think it's about 1:45 in the morning. This was. I was ill at the time. This is when I was ill, which I just got over, and I think I'm getting it back again. But I was ill and I had a really sore throat. I couldn't sleep, so I went downstairs to get a drink. But just before I went downstairs, I got to the top of the stairs and I put one step down. I put 1 foot down onto the first step. God damn it! Why does it do this? Explain to me now. Why does it do this if I'm asleep? Too late, Brian. It's so annoying. There's nothing nearby. There's no reason why it does this. I can't stand it. But anyway, where was I? Too late. Sit down. Yeah, all the doors were shut. I can't remember what I was saying. Where I was. All my parents, everyone was out. My mum was in bed. I got to the top step, put my first foot on the step, and I stood there because I heard something downstairs. It was pitch black, all the lights were off, so I thought there was no one definitely down there. And I bet a creeper falls on my head. And I was standing there listening, and I could hear as if someone was walking around or scraping something along our wooden floor in our living room. I was standing there listening to it for a good 10 seconds. It sounded as if something was being dragged across our floor. And I thought, could it be burglars? But I thought, no, sod this, I'm going back to bed. So I went back to bed, and then the next morning I went downstairs and told my mum about it. I said, last night I heard some strange noises downstairs. And she goes, that's weird, because when I came downstairs in the morning, all the doors were open. Not the main doors, the front door and the back door were closed, but all the doors that we closed, the living room, the bathroom, one, the kitchen, all them, they were wide open. So somehow them doors had been opened during the night. Now, you know, we've lived in this house 15 years, we've done it every night, so it could have been a coincidence. I don't put it out the question. It could have been a coincidence one night my parents or I didn't do it because I was in bed before them. But just one night, you know, they could have forgot to lock up. But, not lock up, to close all the doors. But what are the odds of that? The one night they forget is the one night I hear things downstairs. So I'm not quite sure what to think about that. I don't really know. People will have to let me know if they think it's a load of bollocks or something. I don't know what to think about that. But in my opinion, I was standing there listening to it and clearly heard something downstairs in our living room. And I was too scared to go and have a look. I've been thinking about setting a camera up downstairs, but I think if I did and I saw a ghost or saw something move, like a door open or something like paranormal activity, I would move. I would not enter this house again. If anything that scares me more, it's ghosts. Even though I've never seen one, but thanks to cinemas, films, television shows, thanks to them, I have a great fear of ghosts. If I ever saw one, I'd be terrified. Unless it was Casper, then I think I'd be okay. But they're the main experiences. There was another one my mum told me about. This was about 4 years ago now. It was in my parents' bedroom again. This was in the middle of the night. My aunt had just died. It was about 3 months after she died. My mum said she was laying in bed, and my sister was quite young at this stage. So my mum slept with the door open, just so, you know, not open, but you know, two, so she could hear my sister if she was up or something. Got this mess, and so we have our bathroom light on for some reason. We always have the bathroom light on before we go to sleep. and the light was coming in from the bathroom into my mum's room. And my mum was facing away from the door. My dad was on nights, he wasn't in. Again. And my mum was sleeping, facing away from the door. And then she heard the door open behind her, and and she opened her eyes and could see a shadow on the wardrobe. So from the light coming in from the door behind her, she could see a shadow where someone had come in through the door. And she thought it was my sister. She just automatically said, my sister's name's Becky. She goes, Becky, go back to sleep. So my mum turned around because the shadow didn't go, and there was no one there. And she looked back and the shadow had gone. Now how do you explain that? Now obviously that wasn't a personal experience of mine, but my mum wouldn't lie about stuff like that. So I don't know what to think of it. She doesn't believe in anything either. But it's just one of the things, how do you explain it, you know? I don't know what to think about that. Either way, I think it's quite freaky. So that's my story of ghosts. All my past experiences of stuff that's happened to me in the past. Whether they're true or not, I have no idea. I still have yet to witness it with my own eyes, but until that day I will not believe. I'm afraid. The spider's gonna kill me. Ugh. I hate this game. Goddamn mobs everywhere. It's only on normal. Imagine on hard. You can't sleep because stuff appears and you're useless. Sit down. Damn it, get out of the way. So yeah, that's my little ghost stories. Oh, how did I guess? You lot need to get out of the way, you're just annoying. So I can't sleep, I figured that out. Maybe. God damn it. What's junk? How do people do these Minecraft playthroughs and not get so frustrated with everything they have? I'd love to know. Right. People say it's if you're so many blocks away from the outside. Let's light this up because they say you can't be around, it has to be lit up around the bed. See if this works. I guarantee you it won't. Oh, it did. Well, there's one new bed then. Finally. Let's go back to building. I still got that giant gash on my knee. It's huge. I think it might need stitches because it's like one of those really open wounds where you can see light inside you. But you know, I don't like hospitals. You can sod off. I don't like hospitals, so they can get stuff to think I'm going there to get stitches. I'd rather suffer. So this skyscraper is nearly done. But it's actually, what am I saying? It's not nearly done. I meant the hole is nearly done. Or how deep we want it. I'm not sure how deep we are going to have it. Maybe a little bit lower. It's more of a box at the minute. But hopefully you can see what I'm trying to do here. All this big gap here is going to be where the building's going to come down. We'll try and get rid of all of this as well eventually, and make it so you can see outside the windows that we will eventually put in. But until then, it's going to look absolutely terrible. We've dug into a cave, which isn't the best. But you know what? Let's get all the wood we have. Let's jump. Jump! Yes, made it. Let's get all the wood we have. And let's see how many it takes just to reach the opposite side. Because we need obviously the one in the middle, which will be this one, where the track will go. But then it's going to have a path on each side, and then it's going to have one here, and then one more on each side, so that for the fencing. I think I'll cut this here. Actually, I think we might end it here. Or should I cut it? What I'll do, I'll cut it here and then I'll come back once we reach the opposite side. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so after a few long minutes, we are at the opposite side. I went through about 2.5 stacks. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8. There'll be about 10 stacks of wood we'll need altogether to make it as wide as I need it. I'm not quite sure we're going to build the skyscraper on this side, but we can always level this out and build it there. So this is going to be an epic bridge. Look at the size of this. This is going to be the biggest project I've ever done. I think my skyscrapers on my other build series were hard. This is going to be very hard. It's going to include a lot of counting because I need to count every single block, and then half that, and then half that again, and then find that middle part. So it's hard to explain what I need to do, but I know exactly what I'm doing in my head because I've done this before, but it's going to take so long. Then we need to think about how high we're going to have it, every single fence. Oh, it's going to take years. This is going to be the best bridge ever though, I guarantee it. I cannot wait. But either way, I'm ending it there. Let's go and have a quick look down what it looks like first. But yeah, I'm going to end that there. That's going to be huge, look at that. That's going to be amazing when that's done. That's going to be epic. I think I might go a bit further over though. I can't wait until we've done that. It's going to look so good. But yeah, either way, I'm going to end that there. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked my little story. I may do another story next time, I don't know. But I'll see you in the next video. I've been Jolly Joe. See you later. Goodbye.